Recording in progress.
You gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
All right. Good, because we got football to talk.
We do. There's a lot of things going on. Everyone's hurt.
A lot of people
Everyone's
hurt.
Everyone's hurt. There's
But
still only a quarter of the season to go. I don't know if we know much of anything about any team, in my opinion.
I think we know a handful of teams. I think we know the Lions. I think they're very
Yeah.
good. We think
I
we
think the line. I think the Lions are good. I think they're very good. I think they're probably top three in the NFC because the Rams
are
are
very good.
good.
Yes.
and
The Eagles are very good.
the Eagles are good and they're good. And that's what I wanted to say because I think, and I know you're going to say, I think the Packers are good. They just, the last couple games have not, I think they're a good team,
Mhm.
right? So I'm like, I thought they were really good at the beginning of the season. They're the only team that beat the Lions, right?
Mhm.
So I thought they were really good. And then they have not been good. So I'm now, and I thought the Chiefs were bad, and now the Chiefs look really good again. So now I'm like, all right, I don't know anything. I think I'm gonna let a few more weeks go before I start making decisions on who's real and who's not.
Well, the Chiefs got lucky and got a get right game against the Ravens, who don't have a pass rush anymore.
They have 6 of their 11 starters on defense were injured.
Yes. Like they have no defense right now. And Derrick Henry decided he's going to start fumbling footballs, and Lamar Jackson got hurt. So it's like,
He did get hurt. They you're right. They caught a break, so maybe they aren't.
well, it also
they
helps
aren't.
that they got Xavier Worthy back. And
That's why I said that they look because they looked better.
they'll get
Like I'm not
Rashee
talking
Rice
about
back
the
next
team
week
that
or the
they
week
were
after, yeah.
they're playing against didn't look good, but they looked good.
Mhm.
Like going deep downfield, Isaiah Pacheco started playing a little bit better. Kelsey looked like he was catching passes. Like the team looked completely different just with Worthy on the field.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it helps having an offensive weapon, for sure. Speaking of offensive weapons, I know we have a usual rule, but we're going to start with the Giants.
Why are we starting with the Giants? But okay.
We're going to start with the Giants because
All right.
well, it's the most news, right? You got the win.
The-
You got
we did get the
you got
win.
Jackson Dart starting,
We got Jackson Dart started.
and you lost Malik Neighbors. It's a lot. It's a lot like Thanos.
What did we lose?
Everything, right?
Everything.
Right. That's what it kind of feels like.
Mm-hmm. I'm more upset with the neighbors thing
Mhm.
because even that's a year that they're gonna lose connection. That's a year that they're gonna lose working on their connection, right? So even when neighbors comes back next year, he is going to be accustomed to making passes to everyone else except for his star wide receiver, which I know may not seem like a lot, but you still want that connection, right? You still want to get some of those reps up that he has a whole the rest of this year to recover, and he's got some years, so sometime next year. So he may come back in time for training camp.
I would think so. I think
So he won't play a preseason game. He won't
No.
play one preseason game next
No.
year. So they'll get some reps together, but going into next season, that's just you lose that experience. I would have taken a bunch of L's for them to be able to work
to not lose
on
Malik Neighbors. Yeah.
to not lose Malik Neighbors, and they have a whole year of working together. So maybe next year is better. So that definitely sucks. And we could talk about the field all at once. When I watched it, it didn't look like a foot plant issue due to the field, but it didn't not look like it. It looked like his foot either did not turn naturally like it should, like it would have on turf.
Yep.
Or not on turf, on grass.
Yep.
So it looks a little different. But I'm not a scientist. I don't know. All I know is the numbers say that we have lost we lost Saquon Barkley on the Bears field. That was in Chicago.
And the Bears field, even though it's grass, is one of the worst. Was one of the worst maintained fields in all of the world, I think. At one point.
But we lost Odell Beckham.
Mm-hmm.
We lost Sterling Sharp. Sterling Shepard.
Yep.
We lost uh who else? There was a bunch of
I
I
saw a
we
list. Somebody like
I, I
presented a
think Victor
list.
Cruz tore his
Yeah.
ACL. Um, but yeah, it's a huge list, and that's just the people on the Giants. If
Mm-hmm.
you go against remember that game, was it 2 years ago, where the San Francisco 49ers played the Jets and they
Mm-hmm.
lost like three guys in one game?
Mm-hmm.
So
So let's see. The AI overview gives me Nick Bosa, Solomon Thomas, Sterling Shepard, Kyle Fuller, Wandale Robinson, Blake Martinez, Jabril Peppers, Aaron Rodgers, Achilles heel, Jalen
mhm.
Phillips, Malik Neighbors. Those are most notable. They're all ACLs or Achilles.
Yeah, Achilles is different, right? Because
Yeah.
even watching that injury, I don't think that would have happened on pretty much any turf. I don't think it happened because his foot got caught in something or something. When there used to be, and the thing is, the field has gotten a lot better. There used to be like seams on that field that you could see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like so, they've spent a lot of money doing everything but making grass,
Yeah. And
right?
it's totally doable.
Did I show you that field, that soccer field?
That goes underground to be lit.
Yes.
Yes.
I get it. I get it. It's expensive. Whatever. They spend $2 billion on these fields. The Giants just sold a portion, 10% of the team for $2 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So these teams are well worth it. Like,
Yep.
like a portion for 2 billion. Like so don't tell me it can't be done when I'm watching overseas them do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they probably play they I'm not sure about the soccer seasons, but I'm pretty sure they can't play as many games on that field as an NFL game would be, especially on a field shared by two different people. So the Giants are in the situation, the Giants and the Jets are in a situation where their field probably gets used more than anyone besides the Cowboys, who do tours on their field every other weekend, right? But
And a soccer field is larger than an American football field too. So
mhm. But that field was built with that in mind. You got
mhm.
the whole field breaks up into like quadrants and gets stored underground
Oh,
where
it
it's maintained.
yep.
The grass is maintained all year long.
But then when it's underground, you got concrete and you put whatever you want on top of it. You can still
Hmm.
have your concerts, you can still have your basketball games, you can still do whatever you
Yep.
want.
Yep. So I'm not. You can't tell me the technology doesn't exist. It comes in a point of being cheap, but now you're being cheap in the matter where you're losing some of your best players,
Hmm.
or you're losing players in general. Because good or not, it's not great for anyone to get hurt on a field that. And of course, somebody will say it's not the field's fault, and that's not for me to judge. I don't know. I know that Odell Beckham posted something like, just give the players what they want. If the players want to play on grass, let them play on grass,
Hmm.
right? I understand. You don't say it's a money issue. We know y'all have the money.
More than enough
So
money. Yes.
just give the players what they want. If injuries continue to happen, we can't blame the field. But now you're giving them something to blame.
Yep.
But
And
well,
you know money's not an issue because the World Cup is coming to the United States next year.
and the
And
Giants are putting grass on that
and
field.
the rule, they will not allow their players to play on artificial turf. So for these stadiums to host it, like indoor
And one of
stadiums
those
like
stadiums is
Seattle
MetLife.
and like MetLife,
MetLife Stadium.
they have to have grass, and they're putting in
Yes.
grass for that.
Correct. 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 That's the thing that pissed people off when it was announced that MetLife was getting a World Cup game. Because it's like, oh, now you can do grass.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, losing Malik Neighbors sucked. Um, yeah, but it's football. It sucks. Every week I went out there saying, man, I hope we don't lose our best player. I still do. I still do. But we did. And some say the season was a wash already. It could be a wash. Who knows? Losing your best player never helps.
No.
Losing your best player never helps. And it was a tough schedule anyway. I just want to see a better product on the field. That's all I want to see.
Well,
The
oh no, go ahead, go.
the defense looked like what the defense we
Defense played
expected the
very
defense
well
to look.
against. Now, I'm not making excuses, but there's
Three offensive
three of offensive
linemen
line, including Joe Altu, went out in that game.
in that game. Yep.
Right. So
Yeah.
that
Rashawn
sucks.
Slater was already out for the
Yep.
season. Joe Alt went out in that game. They lost three offensive line. The Giants pressured them an exuberant amount of times.
Yep.
Abdul Carter was rookie of the week.
Abdul Carter had a hell of a game.
He has no sacks on the season, but he's in the backfield
He's a menace
all the time.
He's a damn menace. Yeah.
They said that his sacks will come,
Mm-hmm.
but they just have not come. It seems like everyone else is getting the sacks except for him.
You know
The
what?
defense,
I would say, like, as he matures and understands the league a little bit better, he'll get the better angle as he gets older and
yeah.
watches more tape and stuff like that. He'll know what to do. He'll get it.
And sometimes I think he actually pulls up
Mm-hmm.
from a sack. He had one on um the last week against Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
where he's got Mahomes wrapped up, and it just feels like he could just bring him to the ground, but he's holding him, and Mahomes is strong enough to where he gets the pass off.
Mm-hmm.
So what should have been a sack, and he did another one of those plays against Josh Daniels where he like runs at him and slows up before making contact, like he's not trying to get a roughing the passer or something like that. It
Mm-hmm.
just seems like he doesn't quite know what he
He'll get
can
it.
get away with or what he can do, and he'll get it. The sacks will come. I'm not mad at that. Dexter Lawrence had a big boy, a fat man interception.
Yes, he did.
That should have went to the house.
Almost did,
but
yeah.
It almost did. What's crazy about that is the Giants didn't score a touchdown on that play.
I know. They did. I know. So
He did not score a touchdown on that play. So that stinks.
yeah, you got down to what, like the 4 or the 5?
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I think a holding pulled them back a little bit, and they wound
Yeah.
up getting back to the goal line and just not finishing out. I think they wound up going for it on fourth down and not getting it, if I remember correctly. But yeah,
They gave Herbert fits. Abdul Carter is going to be very good. He's going to be very good. If he's getting through the line of scrimmage like that now, in like a year or two, I'm irritated that you all have him because the Bears.
I hope he doesn't get frustrated the fact that he's not getting sacked. I'm hoping that he's mature enough to realize you're still affecting the game in multiple ways, just not getting the numbers to show it. And that's how Kayvon Thibodeau was his first year. He just didn't get the sacks. He was getting the pressures on the quarterback, just couldn't get the sacks. He eventually got to the point where he started getting the sacks. But the defense looked good. The offensive line, I saw the PFF grades from the offense, and they weren't great. The PFF grades from the offense wasn't great. The offensive line was so Andrew Thomas, our left tackle, did not give up a sack, did not give up pressure. In pass blocking, he was amazing. The left guard, the guy next to him, also no pressures, no sacks. And as you get further and further away from Andrew Thomas, the numbers get worse and worse. Center does okay, doesn't do great. Right guard. Oh, it's not looking good. Gave up 2 sacks. Right tackle, another 2 sacks. Like it just, as you went further and further away from Andrew Thomas, they didn't do well. No one did well in the run block they showed. But yeah, no. And Jackson Dart played a decent game.
He played all right. So I watched.
Free.
He didn't throw any picks. He didn't put the ball on the ground, so that's all good. I did watch like every Jackson Dart snap. I didn't watch the game, but I watched every.
Okay. He's gonna get himself killed.
There's that because he's got to slide. He's got to slide.
He's got to slide.
He's got some mobility, which is good, which is, like you said, what Russell Wilson didn't have. But what he doesn't have yet, and I don't know if he will, he'll get better, throwing the ball downfield. I'm not talking about, like, bombs. I'm just talking about, like, 10 yards. Like, the majority of his completions were all at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. He had a few passes in there. I think one to extend an extended drive.
He only had like 11 completions.
I know.
He didn't have.
I know, but he had a lot of misses, including the play that Neighbors got hurt on. Right, it was a throw to him, wasn't it? and
It was a,
and
it
it
was a
wasn't
throw to
even
him.
close. It wasn't even catchable,
He had
and
to
they
jump
just
up to get it.
yeah,
He had to jump up to get it, and that's the jump is with his leg. He got caught.
yeah. So
He had a good pass to Slayton where he navigated Slayton to come back, roll back to the ball. He rolled out. He threw
mhm.
a dart to him. He threw some good passes on the run,
He had a few,
and
yeah,
and across the middle. He didn't have the deep passes on the sideline that you would like.
yeah.
Now, whether those passes were available and open to him, it's hard to see. But no, we didn't even see him make too many attempts. Except he
I doubt
made
they even
one.
called passes for him to do that. I think they kept it super conservative,
They kept it.
which is
They
what
kept
you
it
want to do.
bland,
Which is what I do.
especially when playing with the lead. When
Mhm.
the Giants had the lead the entire game,
Yeah,
right? So playing with the lead, you want your rookie quarterback to go out there and be conservative.
you just want possession. You want possession time. You want to run the clock. You want to score when you can. Like
Hmm.
those are opportunities, like getting down in the red zone and not being able to score. That's a bummer. Uh,
I blame that one on the run game. They want to run the ball down there.
mhm.
And the offensive line didn't do anything to help him. I think Andrew Thomas even said after the game, he said, offensive line, we got to be better in the run game.
Mhm.
We have to be able to punch the ball in on the 1 yard line. 4th and 1, we got to get 1 yard. Right.
Mhm. Yeah,
so,
for sure. I hear you.
so I like the different play calling that we get with Dart. I like the fact that he is way more mobile. He's got a slide. Yeah, I like seeing him truck somebody. I think Brian Burns said he's like, what do you feel about when Jackson Dart is out there hitting somebody? Does it bring juice? He's like, he got to slide.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
this is the guy on defense saying these guys want to kill you.
yeah. Please slide.
Please
We
slide.
need you. We need you to play the game. You need to slide and keep as healthy
I
as possible.
I saw John Gruden do quarterback camp with
Hmm.
Jackson Dart from the summertime, well, before the summertime, before the draft,
Hmm.
and he was like, "Dude, you are the only person on the team that if their right shoulder gets hurt, can't play." He said, "You have to slide." He's saying this from the college Jackson Dart.
Yeah,
He's like, "You get hurt and the whole team gets ruined. You can't do this."
yeah.
He's like, "Well, that's just how I play." Okay, all right. You end up hurt,
Yes.
and that happened to him on one of the plays last week. The play that said, "All right, Russ, you may have to get off my team now." Because
Hmm.
I don't know if now I can trust you to back Dart up.
Yeah.
Dart goes on a really good run, runs for about 20, 25 yards. He takes a hit. He stiff arms somebody, takes a hit, pops back up. He looks at it, sees that the flag was on the play, and it instantly, with his body language, puts his head down and goes like almost not on his knees, but he holds his knees. The eye in the sky sees that after him taking a hit and immediately calls for him
Hmm.
to get off the field.
Yep.
You have to be evaluated. He's like, I'm fine. They don't want to hear that.
Hmm.
He goes on the field, gets evaluated. Of course, that comes back that he's fine because it was just him, just bad body language. But Russ comes in for 2 plays.
I saw there was a line there. I was like, oh no, somebody got hurt because I didn't want to watch the game, so I just watched the
Uh-huh.
numbers.
2 plays. First play, fumble.
Hmm.
Ball bounces like 2 yards forward. Offensive lineman falls on the ball. I'm like, Russ, come on. Second play, sack. I said, Russ, you came in for 2 plays. You fumbled and loss of yards.
2 negative plays. Yep.
You have to go. You have to go. The Bengals is looking for a quarterback now, sir. We need to. There needs to be a trade package for Russ. There are teams looking for a quarterback.
If you're the Bengals, do you even want Russ? I would take Jameis over Russ.
You would. I don't want. Yes, yes. Apparently, there was talks about the Giants and the Bengals having a conversation, but I think the Giants don't want to lose Jameis, right?
Well, then cut Russ. If you're not going to trade him, then you just got to cut bait with him and let him walk.
Yeah, yeah,
And
probably
I
so.
think that a team like the Bengals knows that.
Yeah, yeah. That's you're right.
So they're not going to give him a 6 when he's going to be a free agent, and there's only like
That's what I was like.
a team needing a quarterback right now. So
I was like, do you think we could get a 5th rounder for him, a 6th rounder for him? Because the Bengals look bad.
oh god, yeah, Jake Browning
They
is
look
not the answer at quarterback.
they look bad. So maybe we could get a fifth,
But
sixth.
if you're the Bengals, you got to like pick up the phone and call the Falcons too. Be like, what do you want? What do you want for Kirk Cousins?
That would be that's probably the best call. Does
Expensive.
Kurt have a no trade clause?
Yes.
Because
But if you're Kirk, do you want to be a backup in Atlanta or do you want to be a starter with Jamar Chase and T Higgins?
for this year, yeah,
Yeah,
because you can do something
do
definitely.
that and like you get to reclaim your whatever your
Yeah.
Kirk Cousinsness and go somewhere
Yep,
next
and
year, right?
do good, and then get another
Because
steal some more money from somebody
there's
else.
always a team that needs a quarterback. The Browns. The Browns are shifting to Tyler Gabriel. They benched
Yeah.
Flacco today. But you know who doesn't need a quarterback? The Chicago Bears. Because Caleb Williams is good. I don't care. Now that
More
game,
than
the game against the Raiders was tough. That first half, oh my God. I'm going to say this right now. Max Crosby is the defensive player of the year. Stop the count. Just give it to him. If Abdul Carter is a menace, then Max Crosby is like a national threat. This guy is in the backfield on
he was.
every snap. So much so that the Bears the Bears at right tackle, they're missing their starting right tackle, Darnell Wright,
Mhm.
who's hurt. So the Canadian guy that was the star of Hard Knocks last year, Theo Benedict, who wore the Eagle Speedo while he's saying "God bless America" or whatever, right?
I remember that.
He's starting at right tackle. Very rough time. But on the left side was Braxton Jones, who's been the starter for the last 3 years, who was having an even worse time. So they moved Benedict over to the left side, benched Braxton Jones, and brought in the rookie and the right side for the second half. And Max Crosby wasn't like a non-factor, but he wasn't knocking down Caleb Williams or chasing him for his life on every freaking snap in the first half. It didn't matter. The Bears got 3 turnovers from the Raiders. They started on
Yes.
positive territory, and they could not move the ball because of either they can't run the ball. God man, they need to find a running back in a hurry. I don't know how you find one, but they need to find one. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know if what's his face on the Jets is going to be available for trade, but
Brees?
yes.
Oh, because they like the other one too. They
Yeah.
like both of them. Braylon Allen,
Brees
right?
Hall is on his last year of his rookie contract because he's a second round pick. Or
And then they drafted Braylon Allen, I think it was,
Yeah.
or the other one. They
Just-
like him too.
trade for him, get somebody because DeAndre Swift is not a feature back. It's like a change of pace back that you bring in. He's just
A 1-2 combination if you have, but he can't be your one. He's got to be your two
no, he
combination.
can't be your one because he just does not run the ball effectively. And the Raiders aren't that good of a defense. The Bears just couldn't move the ball in that first half, and it was
I'm looking
very
at-
frustrating.
Caleb's only sacked one time.
He's only sacked one time. Yeah, for sure. But and then you have things like this. Here's a snap to nobody. Oh, like Caleb's not
Yeah,
even
he's
looking
got
for the
two
snap.
fumbles.
But,
He's
and
got
and one was a snap that blew past him when he wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was what happened? I can't remember. It was a botched handoff or the bad idea on an RPO, and he got hit like instantly. He dropped it and landed right on it. So, like, there are no harm, no fouls. Well, there are big harms, but the missed snap took him. It was third down and took him out of field goal range, and then it gave him like 4th and 28. Like great. Like what are we gonna do for that? And the other one was like another drive killer. He's very good though. He's clutch. They were down. They needed a game-winning drive. They got a game-winning drive. They got it, and they got it in the end zone. Got the 1-point lead, and then blocked a field goal to win the game. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I don't care. A win is a win is a win. I don't care how
of
ugly it is.
course.
And it's you could have the worst game on the face of the earth, and if it shows a W at the end of the day, you're like, all right. Especially as a fan, you're like, yes, that's what we needed. harder to
Mm-hmm.
win. And it's not like the Raiders were out there trying to lose. Raiders were out there clawing their way for that whole game.
Gino might have been up. He threw three interceptions.
He did
He
all in the first half. They didn't let him throw in the second half. You know why? Because Ashton Genty could not be tackled. Uh, If you have a
No
run,
one could. I'm looking at the numbers.
hmm
Ashton Genty, for 138.
yeah,
Raheem Mostert, 4 for 62.
yes.
Geno Smith, 4 for 31.
If you
And Trey Tucker, the wide receiver, 2 for 19 for 9.
if you have an A-League running game, the Bears are what cures you. The Bears cannot tackle.
That's tough. That's rough.
Well, Ashton Genty had like a 60-something yarder.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw as soon as the ball was handed off, I'm like, oh no! Like you could tell, like it wasn't going to work. There was no stopping that guy. Man.
Somebody tried to tackle him, and he just kind of did a little hurdle. It wasn't even a big
no,
hurdle.
no.
Like,
It was it was like a Madden tackle. I'm gonna try to dive from behind,
yeah,
and hopefully,
yeah.
and he got him. He dived from behind and got him around the waist. But you're not. Ashton Genty is built like a tank, man. You're not taking him down. You needed like 3 guys doing that, and from different directions to get him. Wasn't happening.
The Raiders did not play great. The Bears at times looked good. Their offense looked good. It was a good win. It was a good win. I did not see that block field goal coming. I'll be honest with you.
And here's the thing: like nobody ever blocks it coming around the end like that. Those guys don't even get
That
blocked
side?
because they're so far away. They're just like it was like the slowest kick on the face here. As people compared it to like uh, when Madden does the coin flip and determines that you could block, you have a chance of blocking this one, and the kicker like goes really slow out there. That's what it was like. And also the dude said they were scouting during the week, and their long snapper pointed out that the Raiders center long snapper, before he goes to snap it, he always tips the ball forward before he snaps it. He doesn't snap it from a standstill. He leans it forward, then snaps it. So dude was just looking for that lean and took off. Got enough hand on it, and Bears win. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah.
And here's how I know this Bears team is different. Because the rest of my life prior to this, the Bears lose that game.
A block field goal, you lose on a block field goal. It doesn't
99
happen
times.
often,
Well,
except this season.
The Bears,
Except this
the
season.
Bears lost on a block field goal last year to the Packers. So there you go. But 99 times out of 100, the Bears lose that game. Like that game, that ball doesn't get blocked, and he kicks in the field goal, and they lose, right? Or whatever. Whatever happens, they don't score on the previous drive, and they lose by 6, right? Like that's just what the Bears have always done. This Bears team is a little bit different. Are they good yet? I don't know if they're good yet, but they have the foundations of being a good team. Give them a year, and they'll be in that hunt if they can make some moves on.
You got to make moves on the division.
Yeah, but
That's
insane
good
division
or no
right now.
good. Yeah, good or no good. If you got to be better than the players in your division.
Well, right now we got the Lions at 3-1. You got
Packers at 2-2.
no
Vikings
Packers are 2-1-1 because
they did have that tie. Yes,
they tied
not
a game they had every right to lose but tied, and then you got the 2-2 Vikings and 2-2 Bears.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that's hurting the Bears now is the Bears have lost to the Lions and have lost to the Vikings, so they're at the bottom of that pack.
Yeah, but y'all get to watch next week.
Yeah, I know.
You have y'all bye this week, so
Which is good.
It's an early bye. I don't.
Well, yeah, I
don't like
too.
early buys, and I don't like super late buys like the Giants have.
Like last year, I think the Bears had like a week
12.
Bears had like a week 12 or 13 bye last year. Now they got a week 5 this year. It's like, give me that middle, like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, maybe some people get healthy and we'll be all right. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I'll take it. 2-2 is better than 1-3, and that's not a dig at the Giants, but that's just what the Bears would have been. They would have been 1-3 if they didn't win that game.
Of course, two wins is better than 1. If that's what you were saying.
Well, no, I mean just in total, like perception of the rest of the season. 2-2 is a different spot than 1-3. 1-3 is a bigger hill to climb.
Yeah, I really don't start caring until like 6 games into the season because because 1-5 looks horrible.
Well,
One
1-5 is insurmountable. Like you're done. You're playing for draft position now. So
1-5 looks bad. Yeah, 1-6 because you could mix something up. 2-4 doesn't look. It looks even. Doesn't look that bad. Looks like, oh, we're only 2 games back. We can still make some moves. 1-5 looks really
one
bad.
1-5 is bad. 2-4 isn't good. But
it's not good. But 2-4 doesn't
but
look
you're
bad.
like but the way you're saying it, those are through the eyes of teams that have not been good. Like I'm the same way. Like 2-4. Let's see. They win the next 6. They'll be 8-4. Right? Like that's good.
But you've seen teams do that though. You've seen 2-4. You've seen teams.
You've seen some teams do that. Have I
Your
seen
team, my
have I
team
seen
has
the
done
Bears do it? No, I haven't seen the Bears do it.
I've seen my team come back from down 2-4 and come back and do some wins. Like
Sure.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
you know what I
do
mean?
you want some
I've seen-
wins or do you want like 2-4? You're essentially out of the playoffs. You're done.
I don't think you're done.
You are.
We watched. What was it? There's always. I know you're gonna say statistically, there's always some teams, but there are a bunch of teams that come back. I think from 2-4.
I'm gonna find out. In the NFL, how many teams have made the playoffs after starting 2-4?
Good question.
Since the year 2000, a total of 11 NFL teams have started the season 2-4 and still managed to make the playoffs. This demonstrates that while a slow start, this is AI overview, that a slow start makes the playoffs difficult, it's certainly not impossible. That's 11 teams in 25 years. Okay?
That's one every other year.
Yep.
It's like one every other year. That's not
That's
bad.
pretty good. Pretty good.
That's like when they say there's always a team that goes from worst to first, right? That's not always true, but I bet there's probably about 12 in the last 15 years. There's probably been about 6. Like it's not always.
Phil, how many seasons see a team that was last in their division the previous year become first in the division the following year? Since the NFL's realignment in 2002, there have been 19 seasons where a team from last went from last to first in their division. So 19 out of 23.
Okay, that's like almost every year was one team that does it.
Yeah.
See? It's similar.
Yeah, it's literally not every year, but it's every year. It's like doing the NCAA tournament and saying a five seed always loses to a 12.
Yeah,
because
it's
more times than not, 1 seed will beat a 5. It just seems like 90% of the time it happens. Not 100%, I get that, but about 90%. Enough to say, yeah.
I just know I've seen 2-4, so I'm like, 1-5 it's almost insurmountable, and 3-3 is fine.
All right, well, let's see if anybody's come back from 1-5, and I bet you the answer is no. Well, 4.
Since 2002?
Only 4 teams in NFL history have started the season with a 1-5 record and gone on to make the playoffs. That includes the Washington football team in 2020, who finished the season 7-9 and still qualify for the postseason.
I remember that. That was
Yeah. So other teams, and I guarantee this has to go back to the dawn of football. The Bears, the Giants, the Lions, and the Packers are also listed as teams that have made the playoffs after a 1-5 start. So those are like three of those teams are the oldest teams in football. Mm-hmm. The other one's the Lions, who haven't been historically good for the majority of their existence. So it has to be like before I was born.
So, yeah, it's of the teams. Let's see. Let me look at the standings now.
That's actually a good point. You want to start in the AFC?
Yeah, we can start in the AFC.
We'll start in the AFC East. We're looking at the
the
Bills at 4-0, the Patriots at 2-2, the Dolphins at 1-3, and the Jets at 0-4.
Mm-hmm.
Of those 4 teams, do any of them scream playoffs to you? Besides the
Bills.
Bills. That's
Besides
it.
the Bills, no. Yeah.
No, the rest. AFC North, Steelers
This is the
somehow
division.
3-1.
Uh-huh.
Bengals 2-2. Ravens 1-3, but Lamar Jackson is hurt and may be out
Hmm.
multiple weeks. And the Cleveland
Don't say
Browns
that. Let's just say he's out for got him in fantasy. I don't need that. They
and the
said two. They said 2 to 3 weeks. We'll just leave it at that.
Cleveland Browns are 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
There's a team that will make the playoffs out of that group, and I think that's the Steelers.
Wow, you only think one team?
I think there's a team that makes, and I think the Bengals, if they had a quarterback, have a
Like
chance.
this is one of those ones where the Baltimore Ravens, if they get healthy, can run off 8 straight.
There is a chance that if Lamar is out for extended time, do you trust Cooper Rush to go in there and win them games?
Depending on the team that they play.
But they don't have any defense, dude. Their defense is done. Their defense
Do
is
you think?
cooked.
Do you think that Cooper Rush can go out there and beat the Texans next week?
No,
You don't think he can beat the Texans?
no, I don't.
Okay. At home. Nope, they can't beat the Texans. He's won games in Dallas.
I understand that. But I'm telling you, the Ravens defense right now is done.
All right. I
Like their hopes of winning rest solely on the shoulders of Lamar Jackson.
I don't know. I their defense is they're gonna have to figure some things out on defense. They're definitely gonna have to figure some things out on
Their
defense.
defensive line is all backups and backups to backups. It's gonna be rough. All right, then we got the South. The Colts are 3-1. The Jags are 3-1. The Texans are 1-3. The Titans are 0-4. And Cam Ward, did you hear what he said when when asked his press?
100%. If we're gonna keep it a buck, we're ass.
We're ass.
We're gonna keep it a
Do you
buck.
want your quarterback saying that, even if it's the truth?
I think he said it incorrectly. I think you want him to be honest,
Yeah.
but I think the we is the part that he shouldn't have said. He said, it should have been when you're the quarterback, you kind of have to take the blame. Just like if you're the coach. If you're the coach, I'm not doing something right. I have to figure out how to make this team better.
Mm-hmm.
The only two positions like that are the coach and the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So when he goes we, that's inclusive, right? That's mean those guys too. That's not what you're going to do as a quarterback. You don't want to put anyone else's name in there except for your own. I need to be better. I am not playing great right now. And he could really mean that the rest of the team is not doing well. It doesn't matter if he had 400 yards passing per game. When he goes in that press conference, I need to do better.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he needs to say. He'll learn that, but he's being 100% honest.
Yeah, but he's got to be. He's got to, like the team has a level of responsibility to be like, all right, we want you to be yourself, but you need to be able to know what to say and when to say it on these press conferences. That and while 100% correct, you could say we're ass and not say we're ass, right? I'd say you could go out there and say, yeah, or what we did in practice didn't carry over this week. We wanted to do this. I left a lot of opportunities out on the field. We needed to convert here and there, and we just didn't get things going. We're working. Whatever, right?
They just lost 26-0.
Oh, I understand.
Like he is upset. And honestly, no one played well.
There's not a single person that's either asking the questions, watching the responses, or later watching the responses that is going to disagree with him.
If I'm keeping it a buck is what he started off. If I'm being 100% honest,
I know, I get it.
We're trash.
Oh, I know.
That's what he said.
But you just can't do that because, like you said, it is throwing the entire team under the bus when it is.
Even though it is the team's fault, it is. But it's a team sport. But those two things.
Yep.
The coach and the head and the quarterback are the only people that get the right to say. They have to say, "I." If the person has to do better.
Yeah.
But he's coming from, well, They were ass last year without me. That's why they got me the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you expect me to do with this hunk of garbage? Like that. If he's keeping it a
I
buck, that's
understand.
what if he's really
Yep.
being honest, he's going, listen, they were trash before I got here. What did you expect me to do? I'm not Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what words he said. I don't do miracles.
Yes.
But he can't say that. That's
No, we
taking it
can't.
too far.
Yeah, that's keeping it a $1.50. You can't do that.
Yes.
All right, so they're done. They're fighting
Yes.
with the Saints for the #1 pick. The
Mhm.
Texans, they're done, but I still think the Texans are a team that'll win 6 to 8 games maybe this year. The Jaguars are surprising me a little bit. And, did you see after their game, because they beat the 49ers,
Mhm.
and during the week,
They beat the 49ers on a crazy play at the end too, wasn't it?
yeah,
No, Purdy threw it in not Purdy, because Purdy didn't play.
Mac
Someone
Jones.
threw an interception, I
Yeah,
think,
I don't know.
in the last drive.
I just know that Robert Saleh was given some backhanded comments or compliments to Duval. I can't think of what the guy's name is. And then Duval confronted him at midfield after the game, and they got into a shouting argument.
I think from seeing that guy, I put my money on Robert Saleh.
Well, Duval was like, "You keep my name out of your fucking mouth," blah 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 blah
Or
blah.
else what?
Yeah.
Or else
And Robert
what,
Saleh
sir?
said, "Robert Saleh," and I can't quote because I can't remember exactly, so I'm paraphrase. "Stay away from me. I will make your life a fucking nightmare."
I will end you.
That's kind of what he did. And then they parted ways.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Tough talk, guy. Whatever. You're doing it because the police are around.
Yeah, exactly. I called the cops and they're behind me. Keep my name out of your mouth.
Oh yeah. No one in that division has got any juice to do anything. Jaguars have become a little bit impressive. I don't know their schedule to see who they've played against, but so far so good.
Mm-hmm. And the Colts have been good too. Colts had a chance to win. Oh, did you see Adonai Mitchell?
Yes.
Running,
yes.
Why?
There feels like this one person a year, either in college or NFL, who does that same mistake.
You know who did it last year?
Every year? Was it a Bears player?
No, it was Taylor off the Colts.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
He got to the goal line and dropped the ball right before. And this, I don't think he intentionally dropped it. He went to
put his hand out.
He went to go hold it out, and it just flew out of his hand. He's like, no! He tried to get it.
Yep, it just slipped out of his hands. Yes.
Hold the ball, 2 hands, cross the goal line, then light it on fire for all I care. Do whatever you want with that thing. Just get it across the line. That is number one priority.
I couldn't believe that DJ dropped that pass into him. I was watching that play when it happened, and I didn't think the pass dropped into him until I seen him scoot out from the tackle and run downfield.
It was a very nice throw.
It was a really good throw. I was like, who is he throwing it to? There's no way. He's covered. Yeah. And it just literally just dropped in his hands. I was like, woo.
Yeah. So DJ, I don't think he's good. I just think he's in the right scheme for him.
He still makes bad stuff. He still makes bad decisions. Watching that game, I saw the DJ that I remember, right? He still does not make good decisions with the ball at times. If the guy's open, and I do think that the coach do a really good job of getting guys open, he can make the throws. But if his decision making when it's not 1, 2, 3, sometimes lacking.
But he's been playing good, and they have a good system built for him, and uses his legs, and he's able to. They have way more weapons than he ever had with the Giants as far as receivers go. Jonathan Taylor, good running back. Obviously not Saquon Barkley, but a good running back.
I think he's a better pass catcher at the backfield than Saquon. Saquon drops too many passes for my liking as a running back out the backfield. But
they have a strong offensive line. The defense is, I wouldn't call it stout, but they play decent, right? So they're an okay team. So we'll see. And then the AFC West, my Los Angeles Chargers are 3-1 after losing to the Giants this last week. Chiefs are back in it at 2-2. Broncos are 2-2. Everybody's like, oh, they played a statement game on Monday. I can't remember who they beat.
They beat a really bad.
They beat the brakes
Vikings team. right?
Was it the Vikings?
Was
No,
they only played by they only won the team that they played only
no,
scored
because
3
The
points.
Vikings are overseas and they lost.
Was the
Uh,
Vikings? Oh, Vikings played the
but
Jets, not the Jets, the Steelers.
yeah, the Vikings played the Steelers and Carson Wentz winced all over himself. I don't remember who the
Broncos. I'm
Broncos
looking at
played.
it right now. It's Monday night. They played the Bengals.
Yes,
Yes, I knew they only scored 3 points. It was
28 to
a
3.
rough,
The Broncos
rough
dominated
looking
them,
game.
and like they were supposed to. Like I still don't have any faith in the Broncos. The Raiders are 1-3. They're essentially done. But you never know. Of all the AFC teams, there's only a few that you could say like are playoff teams. I think the Bills, the Chargers, and the Chiefs now. And my tune's changed quite a bit on the Chiefs between the Chiefs and the
Well,
Ravens
The Steelers
and
a
the
playoff
Steelers.
team,
Yeah, they're
but
they're just,
whether they're a contender is different. They're a playoff team, but they contenders is questionable.
mm-hmm. They're the only playoff teams. Like if I were to write them down now and put them in an envelope and then open up after week 18, those are ones I feel be right. Bills for sure. Like there's no quite the Bills won't go undefeated, but if they did go undefeated, I'd be like, it makes sense. They're just very good. NFC, your East, you got the Eagles at 4-0, Commanders at 2-2, Cowboys at 1-2 at 1, and the Giants at 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles, and then I still don't think the Commanders are going to do anything this year, but
They don't have their starting quarterback. Maybe he comes back this week.
maybe. Yeah.
Not sure. Man, the Cowboys have scored 114 points.
Their offense, Dak Prescott is playing very well.
Their defense has given up
130
132 points. The only other defense that has given up more points
is the Ravens
is the Ravens. Yep.
at 133. Yeah. I don't know.
It's difficult. That's tough. It's hard to win when you have to score 40 points a game.
Yep.
They scored 40 against the Giants. They
Yep.
scored 40 against the Packers.
Yep.
And what did they score against y'all? It was 30 something?
No. It was
No?
like 21, I think. Not even.
Yeah, that was a tough game. Pickens played ridiculous.
The Bears beat him 31-14. Not even.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
they've scored 114 points, 14 of them to the Bears, 100 in the other 3 games.
yeah, 2 40-point games will do that to you.
Mm-hmm.
It scored, beat the Giants 37-40 and tied 40-40.
Tied 40-40. It's the first time that's ever happened. The two teams tied at 40-40. Good for them.
Did you see that last play? You saw the clock management play. Of course you saw it. You told me about it.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, yes. Come on. How's there 1 second left on that? Like, the clock was just dwindling away. Jordan Love's like, oh, I'll take the snap. I'll just throw it out there. And I'm like, how does that not bounce in the air? How does he not have to take a step to the right? I am like, if the clock were stopped, like I'd be like, oh, they just started the clock late or something like that, or maybe they stopped the clock too early. I don't know what happened. The Packers got a damn break. They should have lost that game several times. That being the most egregious of them. I could not believe it. And Matt LaFleur is historically made like bad like crunch time decisions, but that was terrible. And that's on Jordan Love. Like he's got to be like there's like no self-awareness.
Well, someone would say his self-awareness was right on point.
Oh, okay.
His clock was perfect. Someone would say that.
If this were the NBA, which it is not, it would have been at like 0.
seconds on the clock.
0.3 on the clock when that thing stopped. Be like, Jesus Christ.
That's maybe the best awareness, sir.
No, it is the worst awareness. Just super lucky. And that is the Packers. Tossing it blindly downfield and it landing in people's hands. It's insane. All right. Of that division, they all make the playoffs this year. And then you have the South. I just said that and you didn't even blink.
The North of Century.
Yeah, the North. The North, they'll all make the playoffs.
I was looking at a division where everyone is 3-1 except for one team. You're talking about a team where it was two, at least two wins, and there's a team in there with three.
Yeah, they don't count. They're the West. Then you have the NFC South. You got the Bucks 3-1, the Falcons 2-2, the Panthers 1-3, the Saints 0-3. The Bucks are the only team out of that.
The Bucks didn't look great.
No, well,
At time they were down by a lot, but they went down by a lot fast because I don't think the Eagles scored a touchdown in the second half of that game.
Well, it doesn't help when you're missing your two wide receivers, but their rookie, I can't think of what his name is. Yeah,
Or
I'm not. I'm not even gonna try. I know it starts with an E. I don't want to even. He's really good, but Bucky Irving got hurt, so he's potentially out. So
everyone's hurt.
Yeah, it's tough, but they're the best team out of that lot. The Falcons are awful too. And then the West, like you said, oh yeah, 3 wins and whatever. 49ers, they're a mirage. The Seahawks are a mirage.
The 49ers are only going to get better, though.
I think the Rams are the best team out of that lot. I think the 49ers...
I think the Rams are, too.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua is on pace to have the best...
1 billion yards receiving?
The best season that a wide receiver has ever had in NFL history.
Yes.
He's on that kind of pace.
Yes.
He's got 500 yards in 4 games.
Yes. Yeah, he's doing really well. 503 yards and only 1 touchdown though, which kind of surprises me.
Because Davante Adams is the touchdown getter. Puka's getting 12, 13 receptions a game, averaging 100 plus yards a game, but 1 touchdown. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, Davante Adams is the big target when they get down there, which I'm not mad at. That's what you got the guy for.
But if you're Puka, you're just like, God, I'm just gonna have to bust off like 50-yard touchdowns. That's the only way I'm gonna get in the end zone. It's like being Saquon Barkley and getting down to the 1 and knowing you don't get to knock it in, even though you carried it 80 yards.
He had a touchdown taken off the board yesterday by a hold. It was a pass he caught and got taken off the board. But
did you see the Jets be the Jets? I mean, they lost that game in classic Jets fashion. But Justin Fields played all right in the second half. He hit Garrett Wilson for a touchdown, and they called the OPI on him. Did you see what he did? It was extent of he stuck his hand out and touched.
It was so bad. He's like, okay, we're calling that now. He's like, yeah. I've seen worse, but yeah. Okay, is that what we're calling?
There wasn't even a grip. There wasn't a shove. It was just like, here I am, like judging my distance, how far away you are. Like there was.
He didn't want to get fined because his response was, I guess I got to do better next time. That's what he said, which was, dude, that was nothing.
But then he had a crazy catch for a touchdown in the 4th. I don't even know how he kept both feet in and still made the play. He's really good.
Oh, that's what I would say. In the Buccaneers versus the Eagles game, the Buccaneers kicker kicked a 65-yard field goal and a 57-yard field goal. Yes. Did you hear Vic Fangio said at the end of that game?
No.
He said, none of y'all are talking about this, but I think we all should. Right? He's telling the media what they need to report.
Yes.
He said, I think with the new rules to game balls, that is why we're seeing.
Oh, what are the new rules to game balls?
That they get to bring their own balls to the game. Oh, let me see if I can find the exact rules. Special team balls. New NFL rule on kicking balls. NFL implemented a new kicking ball procedure. Each club with 60 kicking balls at the start of the year for unlimited pregame preparation and allowing any individual K ball to be used in the maximum of 3 games. Previously, teams only received 3 new balls shortly before the game time, had an unlimited window to break them in. This change aims to give kickers more consistency and comfort with the footballs, potentially leading to increased distances and hang time for kicks and punts.
Yeah. It's like juice in a baseball.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Deflategate. Now, if you bring your own ball, How do I know that that ball is not filled with hydrogen and not
Hydrogen, yeah. It just bursts into flame.
that it's not helium in that ball? How do I know? Are we testing it?
That'd be interesting. You snap it, it just floats up to the sky.
You just see it like, man, he could have kicked that one from 100 yards.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah,
it's possible. Like, there's people kicking balls further than ever before, just not on the
yeah,
Bears.
yep.
If that's the case,
Just not on.
if that's the case, where there's juice kicking footballs and we're still struggling at 52 yards, we have problems. We need a new kicker.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I think the new rules on kicking
Hmm.
are some of the best rules that they've implemented in the last
I
couple of
like the
years.
kickoff rule.
The kickoff rule has brought juice back to kickoffs because there was 3 years in there where kicks just weren't no returns was happening.
Everything was back through the back of the end zone. Yep.
And I get it, they were trying to be healthy because that's the most dangerous play. And I do think that it's not dangerous, but it's got a level of gamesmanship to it. Have you
Mhm.
seen that kicker that's kicking knuckleballs that no one can grab?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh man, I saw somebody who was talking about it. Like you watching him kick the way he kicks the ball. I think it's the Jaguars kick. I can't remember.
Oh, Cam Little. I think that's the guy on the
But the
Jags.
way that he kicks the ball, he kicks it sideways. And it when it bounces, it takes a weird bounce. They don't know how to with it. And sometimes it hits their hands, not in the shape that they want it to go. So it's not straight on. People are bouncing it, which is giving people more time to come down there and defend the kicks. Like just adding a little nuance to kicking that wasn't there
Hmm.
before. Right?
Remember when they did this rule? Everybody's like, they're going to be scheming up all these kick return plays and stuff like that. That never happened. But this happened, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. I do like the kickoff rules because once again, you got guys. If you've got a really good kick returner now,
Hmm.
like Turpin for the Cowboys,
Cowboys, yeah.
you may not want to kick it to him.
Yeah.
It's dangerous again.
Hmm.
So I like that. I do like
I agree with
some
that.
of the rules of kicking has. I didn't think I would, but they are pretty good. They
Hmm.
finally got it, and that's something about tweaking something until you get it the way you want, which they don't do on offense and defense.
Hmm.
That once they put a rule out there, we rarely see them tweak it a little bit. It's like either all or to the benefit of the defender or all to the benefit. They never go back and tweak any of these rules.
Yeah,
So
that's for sure.
I'm tired of seeing offensive linemen false start on every play with that big kickoff, and you're like, come on, you're gonna call that, and no one's calling, and I hate it. I hate it. I
Hmm.
hate it. So it's me ranting about football rules.
Hmm. Hmm. That's all right. I didn't know about the K ball though. That's interesting, and
Yeah.
it makes me mad that the Bears are not effective at kicking the ball beyond 50 yards. Whenever your team is launching them, like Cam Little hit a 70-yarder in preseason. Like, granted, it's preseason, but it's still a 70-yard. It's the longest kick ever made in an NFL game.
Hmm.
And I got the Bears are like the guy grunts and his leg almost rips off at 50. It's all right.
And we
One
had a
day.
kicker. He made all his kicks. I don't even know his name. He may not even be on the team for long, but he made all his kicks, and we didn't have to use a punter to kick field goals.
I
So
thought y'all signed Young Wei Koo, but you didn't.
we did, and then told him he was gonna have a kicking competition with somebody else, and he lost.
Oh well, I guess that's good. That you gave him the competition and he lost, and like, well, at least we didn't waste time with that. I mean, he was having troubles on the
Atlanta,
Falcons. Yeah.
but he only it was well, he was having trouble towards the end of last year,
Hmm.
and then he had trouble with game one. It was like we've seen enough,
Yeah.
and then they let him go, and then their kicker proceeded to miss every other kick that they had him kick when they
Yeah.
lost to man. The Panthers didn't look good
No, they
after
didn't.
after beating the brakes off Atlanta. They looked horrible.
Was it what it was like 37-0 or something like that?
It was was it nothing? It was
It was really bad. Yeah.
yeah. I was talking to my friend like, Jesus Christ, they're still scoring. Like they just would not stop.
Yeah, what was
40,
it?
and it was the Panthers. I mean, the Patriots, 42 to
That's what it
13.
was. Yeah, 42. Like, okay, so the Panthers previous week won like 37 to nothing or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
They beat 30 nothing to the Falcons and then came back and looked really bad. That they scored 7 points at the end of garbage time. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty much crushed for the whole game.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got beat everywhere. Special teams, defense, all they just got beat all up and down the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like, man, the Patriots, like, it's not like Drake May went out there and like blew them up, but
He
two
only
or
missed
three
three
and two.
passes.
Yeah,
Yep.
2 touchdowns. They didn't run the ball super effective. They only had 104 yards on the
I
ground.
think they had two special team touchdowns, or either
Yeah,
a special teams touchdown and a defensive touchdown, but it was something like that. Like he didn't, it wasn't forced to do much. They went up so fast, so early that it was like, oh, okay.
yeah. Yep. Let's see. I'm trying to look here through their touchdowns. 3 plays. Well, okay. So, oh, it was a punt. That was a touchdown. 3 plays, 5 yards. But they did have one touchdown, 4 plays, 14 yards. So the short field that helps for the Patriots. No, they didn't have any special teams. Everything was.
Yeah, Marcus Jones, 87-yard punt return for a touchdown. That was their first touchdown. Drake May, Antonio Gibson, Hunter Henry. Yeah, so that was the only one. Their first touchdown was the 86-yard punt.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at it here. It doesn't show. It doesn't show the touchdown. They just show the Panthers punt, and then the score was tied. Oh, that makes
Yep.
sense. Okay. Yeah, yeah. The Patriots. Yeah, the Panthers are real bad again, and everybody's like, "Oh, they may be better this year." No,
Where did they get good at though? That's the
they were
thing.
really hoping that Bryce Young was gonna take this step because he finished off the season really well last
He
year,
did.
and this was gonna be like, "Oh, Bryce Young will just carry us into being good." He hasn't been good. Panthers been bad. They're gonna be firing that head coach again. They only had him for 17 games or 20
They've
games or
done that
whatever.
multiple times though.
They'll
They
fire him.
had Matt Rule that they fired after one season.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my buddy who's a Panthers fan says we have not. He said we've been bad before,
Hmm.
but we have never been this bad until David Tepper bought the team.
Hmm.
He says since we got this new owner, we have been really bad
Hmm.
with no hope or no positive outlook. Just bad.
Yeah, they're and I don't pay as much attention now because I don't have any more. The Bears don't have any more draft picks from the Panthers. But yeah, they've been real bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hoping for the AA overview here. Oh my goodness, David Tepper bought the Carolina Panthers in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what their record is since 2018?
I don't. They've got 12 wins in those years.
Well, they're better than that. I mean,
Okay.
they have 37 wins in 7 seasons, 37 and 83 since Tepper
It's
bought
not
him.
good.
No, it isn't.
That's not good, very good.
No, that's really bad. Yeah, that's really really bad. Ooh, you know what else was really really bad?
What's that?
Our week 4
Our picks,
predictions.
our
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, yeah. I didn't think it was good. I didn't think it was good. I didn't think it was good.
We both tied at 7 and 9.
We wouldn't have won any money with those picks.
No,
And
so,
one of and then we have a tie in one of those games.
yes, the double loss.
Yes.
You had the Seahawks, so you got that one right, and the Steelers. I had those wrong, but then we both had the Chargers. We both had the Commanders. We both had the Buccaneers. We both had the
I didn't know we both had the
49ers.
Buccaneers. I thought you went Eagles that game.
No, I
But,
should
yeah.
have.
Oh, yeah.
We both had the Ravens. We both had the Packers. Right? I had the Dolphins, so that mercifully brought me to 7 and 9.
I had the Panthers against the Patriots, I believe.
You did have the Panthers versus the Patriots. I had the
That's
Patriots.
the one that hurts my feelings.
Yeah. And you also had the Bears, but changed to the Raiders out of spite.
Yeah, only yeah. I thought I couldn't remember which way I did it
It
because I
was
was
a
like,
spiteful thing. It's like, oh wait, I said that
no,
early on.
that's
I'm
it.
sticking with
That's
this
what
one.
it was. I said I'm not gonna renege on it. I'm gonna go with what I picked originally, and that's why I did change it at the end.
Yep. All right. Well, that brings us to a new week, a fresh slate of games, and we have teams on the bye, so we only have 14 games this week as opposed to the normal 16. So I got that going for us. We can't go 7-9 this week. We start tomorrow. Rams
Tough game.
8.5 point favorites at home against the 49ers. 49ers are without Purdy, without Pearsall, without their other quarterback, Jawan Jennings, or their other wide receiver, Jawan Jennings. They still
They
don't
don't
have
have still
Ayuk.
Brandon. No
They
Brandon
don't. They
Ayuk.
still don't have Kittle. And somehow that team's 3-1. The Rams are also 3-1, but they're also 8.5 point favorites in that one.
I'm definitely going with the guy who's got 50, almost 50 receptions in 4 games.
Yeah,
Puka Nacua and the Rams.
that's what you got to do. The Rams are the team to beat there. I think. Like Stafford's still good, even though he's old and brittle. He's still good. All right, then we still have another European game. The Vikings stayed overseas for an extra week.
Mm-hmm.
They're visiting the Browns. The Browns are choosing. So last week I was like, you can't start Jackson Dart against the Chargers. Why'd start him against a good team like that? That's a good defense. Like, okay, I get it, he's at home, and you're like, well, it ended up being the right choice, right? He didn't get his brain speed in, and they got the win.
He was sacked like 6 times. At the time where I said that, I had no clue that they were the team that sacked like third in the league in sacks.
They get after the quarterback. They're a good team. Giants just had an answer for him. This week, the Vikings, very good defense. Browns, very good defense. Are electing to start, what's his name? Tyler Gabriel? Is that their?
Yep.
Is that?
Yes.
But they're starting him. It is a home game, but it's overseas. So they're hoping most of the Browns fans will still be asleep when this game starts at 8:30 or to be at church or something. They don't care. They're throwing him out there against the Vikings. We're going to throw some like crazy exotic blitz packages at this kid who's, I don't even know where he went to school at, Louisville? Like, he's never seen anything like this before. He's going to, Brian Flores is licking his chops right now at the idea of Tyler Gabriel going out there. And then he's looking at his chops at the idea of Joe Flacco backing him up. So either one, he's going to beat their brains in. Browns versus Vikings. Still have Carson Wentz going out there.
I gotta go Vikings, even though the Browns defense is kind of tough. They're a tough defense to go up against. The only team that embarrassed them was the Ravens.
I'm going the Browns, and it's not gonna be an offensive victory.
Yeah,
I don't trust Carson Wentz.
He's got too many weapons with Jordan Addison back.
I understand.
Jordan Addison played really well on his first game back.
I understand.
He's got too many weapons for him to lose to the Browns.
Is the Browns defense better, equal to, or worse than the Steelers defense?
Browns defense is really good. Like
very good. Steelers defense is very good too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're
like
different here.
I'm looking at the Browns. I'm looking at Myles Garrett with a touchdown this week.
And his name's not Tyler, it's Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. Is Tyler Gabriel a person? I feel like he's
Tyler Shaw is the rookie quarterback for the he was the one drafted second, not the second quarterback off the board. No,
yeah. Oh, okay. Tyler Gabriel was a wide receiver. He was on the Bears a couple years ago.
Okay.
Dylan Gabriel is the quarterback, I guess.
Yep.
For the Browns. Tyler Schluff or whatever is
the backup
for Spencer Rattler. And that's who the Giants face this week. Now, the Saints are 1.5 point favorites at home versus the Giants.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, if I pick the Giants and they lose, I may never pick them again. Because I would rather take the wins for my team winning than this. Last time I told you that, I said, He was like, picking the Chargers? I was like, yes.
Yeah, I stared at you for like 30 seconds and you did not change. You didn't
I said,
blink.
listen, if they lose, I'm fine with it. It happened last year. but I have to think, and I told you, said this in the chat. If the Giants was 0-4 and the Saints was 0-4, heartbeat, I'm picking the Giants. Heartbeat. Giants with a win under their belt. I don't think they're as hungry, and I
You
think
don't
they
think
think
they're
that
hungry?
I think they believe that they're better than the Saints. And
Then they
that's the
should.
part that they should. They should. But they haven't put things too much on paper to show it. And I'm
Okay.
worried about this game, but I'm still picking the Giants.
Okay. I'm taking the Giants too. That they, if we go to the way too early predictions, they were my first win for the Giants. Was the Saints. Then we have the
I thought we'd get
Colts,
early.
6.5-point favorites over the Raiders.
The Raiders look. Gino looks like he's done. I don't know what happened.
He was leading the league going into last week in passing yards.
He looked bad. I watched part of that game and he did not look good. Maybe it was the
Bears.
Bears.
The Bears secondary was confusing him.
Maybe
I'll give him that, but the Bears pass rush was not really existent.
Yeah, I don't know. But the Colts have played well, and I think the Colts are just a better team. I'm picking the Colts.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts as well. Now we have an interesting one. We got the Jets hosting the Cowboys. The Cowboys are 2.5-point favorites.
Oh my gosh.
This is a tough one.
The Jets are 0-4.
Jets are 0-4. They're playing for pride now.
They've had some close games.
They have. The close game against the Steelers, close game last week. I think 3 of their 4 games have been close games.
They don't look like trash. That's what I'm saying.
They don't look good though.
They don't look great. Fields had some questionable stuff, and then he runs that 70-yard touchdown.
Justin Fields is Justin Fields. He's still a crazy athlete, and he's actually not bad. He makes some bad throws. There's a hand of all the quarterbacks in the league. Everyone makes bad throws, and there's a few that you're like, they rarely make bad throws. It's like whatever.
But the good quarterbacks, you rarely throw your hands up like, what do you do like that? He makes passes like that.
Understood. But I think the problem people have with many fandoms, even the Bears included, is they want perfection. They want what every other team has, or not every other team. They want what a few teams have.
Mm-hmm.
And there aren't that many of those quarterbacks. So sometimes you have to take the middle of the road to average plus guy and figure out how to win with them. And I think the Jets can't do that, but I mean, it doesn't make Justin Fields necessarily bad, just makes him not great.
It's hard for me to pick the Cowboys.
I know it is.
But the Jets,
it's really hard to pick the Jets, but they're at home.
The question is, do I think the Jets could put up over more than 40?
No.
That's the question.
Yes. That's a good question.
The Cowboys are going to put up 30-something points.
Yes.
I don't think the Jets can match them, and that's why I'm going to pick the Cowboys.
That's a good choice. I'm taking the Cowboys as well. And it's not because I think the Cowboys are good. I think it's just for the exact same reason you just said.
Yeah, Dak is playing. He's got 16 TDs, 3 interceptions is not great, but 1,100 yards already is really, really good.
And he's got nobody to throw to.
No. Nope.
And he's still making plays. He's still a good quarterback. Is he a great quarterback? He's up there. He's good.
he's up there.
He's really good. Eagles hosting the Broncos. The Eagles are 3.5-point favorites. I can't choose the Broncos, so I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay. Oh man, I really want the Eagles to get their first loss. I really, really do. But I don't know if the Broncos can do it. I don't think the Broncos can do it at home. Nope. No. I don't think I got to go Eagles again.
All right. Here is an interesting one. The Panthers are hosting the Dolphins. The Tyreek Hill-less Dolphins. The Tyreek Hill having Dolphins weren't that good. Are they that much worse without him? Anyway, they're 1.5-point favorites on the road versus the Panthers.
You want to pick first?
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins.
Then I'm going to go Panthers.
The only reason I'm going Dolphins is because I like Achane and I need him to just blow up. So.
I don't trust the Panthers. I wanted to go different because looking at the rest. No, you know what? because yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going Dolphins because I think there's a few games in here that we might differ from. So I didn't want to keep picking chalk or the same games.
I got you. All right, so I
But I'm
already.
going Dolphins. I switch it. Going back to Dolphins.
You're going back to Dolphins over the
Yep.
Panthers? Okay.
Yep.
I just went through and I put all my picks in, so
Okay.
that way we'll see. Then we have the Ravens hosting the Texans. The Texans are 1.5 point favorites on the road versus the Ravens team we're talking about. I've taken the Texans.
I'm taking the Ravens. I don't think Cooper Rush is that bad.
I don't.
And I don't think the offense, I don't think they have to change the offense because he does like to run the ball too. I don't think they change the offense as much. Do I think he's capable of doing what Lamar does? Definitely not. Nowhere near it.
What I'm
But
hoping it results in for Cooper Rush, or for me, because I own Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews on multiple football teams,
same.
he's going to throw
I'm
to the two weapons he's most comfortable with in Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews. That's it.
I'm benching Zay Flowers this week because I'm figuring it's going to go to Bateman, Andrews, and Hopkins, and Zay Flowers is going to be the one left out.
Zay
Even
Flowers
though
is a
Zay,
slot guy, though. Slot guy,
true,
Cooper Rush. It's going to Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is going to have a 300-yard receiving game this week. Book it.
I got to bench him this
He'll
week.
be on your bench. You're going to lose out 100 points of fantasy.
It's possible because Zay Flowers wasn't having a great game last week until Cooper Rush came in. He instantly got like 3 catches immediately. But I think yeah, I would think he's going to go other places with his full time. So
We'll see.
I'm going to bench Zay Flowers this week.
I don't have much of an option on my team, so I got to go with Zay Flowers. Cardinals are 7.5 point favorites over, whereas the Titans.
Yeah, over where I was like, what do you say? It's just the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are hurt.
Cardinals
Their number 1 running back hurt.
gone.
Their number 2
I know.
running back hurt.
I got that notification because you know why? I have Trey Benson on
So do I.
on my fantasy teams.
So do I.
But I drafted Trey Benson though.
Oh, I didn't draft him. I picked him
did.
up once. What's his name went down?
Nope, I drafted him. I knew him like this is a year that he's going to be good. He might be back though. Who knows? Yeah, I got the
It's a short-term IR. Yeah. So
Seahawks 3.5 point favorites hosting the Bake Show.
I'm going Seahawks.
As am I.
Oh, I thought you was going to Bake Show. Is it because it's in Seattle? Because that's where I'm.
It's in Seattle, minus Bucky Irving. They might have Godwin out there. I like Baker Mayfield a lot. The Seahawks. I don't know. We'll
Jackson
see.
Smith and Jigba is also one of the better wide receivers, playing one of the better wide receivers this
really
year.
Well, and like Sam Darnold's playing well enough, and the fact that he has JSN to just throw to constantly, and JSN just catches everything.
Yes, he does. And he throws it to JSN a lot.
And he catches them almost every time. We got those helpless Bengals versus those mighty Lions. The Lions are 10.5 point favorites on the road.
And it's the Lions. I don't know why we are not.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking about. I picked the Lions as well. Chargers 2.5 point favorites at home, hosting the.
This is a tough game.
Hosting the Commanders, who are probably without Jaden Daniels, but we'll see.
This is a tough game, basically because the Commanders get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
And with 3 of their linemen out, they're going to have to do something. But
Omarion Hampton has had 2 really good games running the ball, two games in a row. He's looking like the player that they drafted and what they were hoping he'd be.
Ladd McConkey is gone. He's nowhere to be found. I don't know what's going on with why he can't get Ladd McConkey's ball.
But Quentin Johnston is catching balls for some reason. That guy literally has a cinder block for a right hand and a cinder block for a left hand, and he's catching footballs.
He's got 4 touchdowns on the year. So, oh man, this is a tough game. I need the Commanders to lose, so I'm going to say the Chargers.
I have the Chargers as well. I didn't mention you're Quentin Johnston with 4 touchdowns. Roma Dunze has 5 touchdowns on the season, and he's the only wide receiver to have a touchdown in each of the 4 games he's played in this year.
Hmm.
He is the first Bears player to have a touchdown in the first 4 games of the season since Walter Payton in 1986. That's almost 40 years. Mm. Yeah, all right. Now, the game we've been waiting all Sunday for is the
Hmm.
Bills hosting the Patriots. The Bills are 7.5-point favorites at home.
Yeah. I was hoping to have more uh difference, but Bills.
Yeah,
No one's picking the Patriots over the Bills.
no, especially in Buffalo.
Hmm.
And then your 3-1 Jaguars versus the 2-2 Chiefs in Duval, and the Chiefs
This
are
is tough.
3.5-point favorites. I already got mine
This is
locked in.
this is a tough game. Oh man. I don't like beautiful horse face, man. I'm going Chiefs.
All right,
Did you go
I
Jags?
went beautiful horseman,
See, I figured you
and
would.
not because I believe in the Jags.
You don't believe in the
I
Chiefs.
don't believe in the Chiefs, and the Jags are at home. And this is like one of those games where it's like everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe the Chiefs lost." Like it's one of those games like they shouldn't lose, but I think they will. And it's not because of anything the Jags have done. It's just like the Jags
Uh,
sneak out a win.
Spagnuolo is going to take away whatever their best weapon is,
Cam
and he's
Little, their
going to
kicker.
he's he's going to give Lawrence Fitz.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Oh, I need to talk to
Travis
hey,
Etienne though is
I
third in
need
the
to
league
talk
in
to my
rushing.
cousin because they have season tickets to the Jags, and he's a Jaguars fan. His wife's a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I'm gonna have to call him this
Oh,
week to see house divided.
yeah, it is. And somebody's sleeping on the couch. And in those situations, he's the Jags fan.
Yes.
He's sleeping on the couch. Either way,
Yeah.
like it's like they
I think it's
win,
a,
like I can't sleep with you in this bed, and then if they lose, it's like I can't. I'm disgusted.
yeah, they go to they his him and his wife's side fan. They go to Kansas City and watch games too, but they go to Jaguar games every week.
Hmm.
So
That's a lifestyle.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
for
second here. Yep. And
young, making good money with no kids. It's
oh,
a
I've heard rumors of such things. Like they're
what do they call them? Dinks? I think that's what they
uh,
call dual
dual
income, no
income, no
kids.
kids. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yep. Nothing like a dink. Mm. Oh well. I was a dink one time. Just our double incomes, they weren't that good.
That does not prevent you from being a dick. That does not prevent you from being a
We were
dick.
dinks. We were just broke dinks.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was there too.
Mm-hmm. Now would be the time to be a dink.
It would be. This is.
Be rocking and
Yep.
rolling. I'd be trailing the world. Or just buying a bunch of dumb shit. One of the two. Jaguars season tickets. I didn't live in Jacksonville. I got them.
But if you can get an A in there, you could be a Ditka. Dual income, 2 kids, and that's a
Asshole.
Ditka.
Dual income, 2 kid asshole. That's me. A Ditka. I like that. Hmm. I guess there's worse things to be.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like a Cowboys fan. So,
Yeah, yeah.
well, Harland, it
All
was
right, man.
it was not a very exciting. It was an exciting week of football. This week doesn't feel exciting to me because the Bears aren't playing. I really don't care. Like I'll watch whatever game's on, but I'm not invested in anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch my games. Then gonna watch some football. My fantasy football team lost last one of my fantasy football. I was undefeated in one league, and I lost my first game because Lamar Jackson went down. Like
Mhm.
I would have won and been undefeated on the season if Lamar Jackson didn't go down.
Well, I survived in the Guillotine League solely because of Romeo Dobbs, and
Yo, they
relying on a
went crazy.
Packer kills
They
me.
went crazy.
Kills me. 3 touchdowns because Lamar Jackson didn't do anything. He got hurt. I had a bunch
Did
of
you
I had a
get?
bunch of single digit scores in Guillotine, which is like feels impossible just because of the
No, it's
PPR and the
it's
fractional
definitely
points.
possible. If I had to find someone to get Cup out my lineup, that's why first week I had to buy money to get somebody because I was gonna get a single digit every week. And
Well,
but
I'd
yeah,
love those
no.
single digits. The thing that blows my mind though on this week on Guillotine is the amount of money people were spending on the people that were cut. Like, I,
Chase was out there, and I thought about spending money on Chase, but I didn't
nobody's
because
throwing. It doesn't mean to throw it to him.
yeah, I didn't put a wager on anyone this week.
I ended up getting Daniel Jones because I needed a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure I'm gonna need one. No, I've got Jared Goff on my bench. Never mind. I'll be fine.
Here's the thing: people are sitting on 3 or 4 quarterbacks. There are teams with 3 or 4 quarterbacks, and I'm like, why? Why are you sitting on 3 or 4 quarterbacks? But they are.
Yeah.
I went with one, thinking I'm like, well, I'll just grab one if I for bye week. I didn't expect Lamar to get hurt.
Oh yeah.
Like, why would he get hurt?
I've been okay. I've been somewhat fortunate. Oh, I still got Cooper Cup in my lineup. Yeah, whatever. I just said, oh, wait. Oh, I was like, why is Cooper Cup in my lineup? Because Roman Doomsday's on bye.
Mhm.
He's been in my lineup.
And he's getting you points.
Yes. I was
Hmm.
like, wait. I was like, Cooper Cup he should not be in my lineup, but he is. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
I've been doing all right in that league. ESPN, not so good. Not so good. Not so good.
yeah.
How you doing in ESPN?
I I think I put up like 40 points this week.
That's
It
the
was bad.
crazy thing about that league. I've put up like 30 and
Yeah.
like God,
Like I hate
with
it.
no PPRs,
No
no
PPR,
P
no fractional points.
it's tough.
It's tough, right? Like you get a running back, uh, and like you get a running back that gets you like 4 points because they only had 48 yards rushing and that's all he did, and you're just like, oh, God bless America.
Yep.
It's
I
tough.
I've had Tracy Juniors on IR out. I've had so many people. I don't have a running back. It's just it's a rough time going for me in that league.
Trey Benson got hurt, who I drafted. Um,
Mm-hmm.
put him on the like. I'm running in Debo Samuel's question, so he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
like my team isn't bad, but I also have Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews, so like I'm very Ravens reliant here.
Ravens. Yeah, that's how I'm in the Yahoo league that I like I said, I was in undefeated and lost, but
But you couldn't pay me to put T Higgins in the lineup right now.
if you don't want to put Jamar Chase, you definitely don't want to put T. Higgins in.
No, like yeah, without Joe Burrow, T Higgins is almost worthless.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up Michael Carter because the Cardinals signed him off of a practice squad today for running back. Like maybe he'll get some points somewhere. I don't know. I had a really bad week last week though, so it is what it is.
I I had a good week in the other fantasy league with the Duke quarterback league.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna have the most points in the league, which would have gotten me $50.
mm-hmm.
I did not. I lost by
Oh,
3 points.
how much does that league cost to get into now?
150.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
It used to be 100 or 75 or whatever. It went up, and the prize money for first place didn't change.
Oh,
Like
because you're
it
doing the weekly
because
awards.
we do weeklies, which gives everyone a chance to win some money sometimes. But if you got a bad team, chances are you're not going to sneak in a
When I
first
left
place.
that league, I suggested that whole like, you why don't you give weekly awards for, you know, and I can't remember what he haven't told me, but he told me something like that was a stupid idea. And I was like, all right. So then I made that other fantasy league where I gave out weekly awards for hmm Well, I'm glad you get that opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it cost me half partial payment for this year's league because I won last week and he never paid me out. I forgot all about it. That's the one thing about it. If I don't win, I'm like, oh, I didn't win anything. And he was like, no, I did the accounting over. I owed you $50, and I was like, oh, okay. So
Oh,
I have to pay less this year.
well, that's nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm doing okay in that league. I'm top four. I think top six make the playoffs. So yeah,
Yeah, you should
I'm
be
doing all
okay.
right.
You'll be
I'm
all
doing
right.
all right. Mhm.
All right.
I got Brett Favre, not Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers on my bench. The other guy.
You should have Brett Favre on your bench. Serves you right for being a Packers fan.
Listen, because he wins. He's a winner. So,
Brett Favre, thumbs down to
well,
that.
not a football winner, not in life.
Yeah, he's losing in lots of fronts. All right,
But all right, man.
I'm gonna let you go, Harlan.
I'll talk to you later.
Yep, have a good one.
Recording stopped.
All right, peace.
Peace.